Let's begin.
All right.
All right, so the first question is, what is your name?
My name is Steve Kim.
What is your race?
I am Korean.
And your field of work?
I
Or,
was
well,
in the Marines.
yeah, yeah.
It was communications.
Okay.
Did radios.
All right. Question two. How did your family react to your involvement in your non-traditional field?
My immediate family, they were kind of surprised but very supportive. And then also like all my cousins and my aunts and uncles. I had an uncle that went into the army before, so they weren't really surprised, and so they're all pretty supportive of my decision to join the military.
All right. Question three is, what inspired you to go into your field considering you are Asian American?
Just the experience. I wanted to do something kind of out of the ordinary, I guess. I wanted to go experience. I know it's kind of like a once in a lifetime opportunity to kind of experience what the military life is like. Um, And the reason why I chose the Marines was kind of more prideful thing. The boot camp for the Marines was 13 weeks, and they say it's one of the hardest. So I wanted to challenge myself and yeah, join the Marines and complete all that, you know, to become part of the branch.
All right. Question four. You may or may not know this, but
Uh,
how well represented are Asians in your field?
in my field, actually, it's surprising because at my unit, almost, I would say 80% of the communication guys were Asian. Especially in my specific field. We have a at our unit, the comm section comprised of data, which is more computer based, and then we have our radio section, which has obviously the radios, and then also the wires that we have to carry, and the wire section, which I was in charge of, was let's see, we had one, two, three, probably I would say four out of the, excluding myself, four out of the seven guys were Asians.
Whoa.
So, um, but in boot camp, it's funny because in boot camp there's only two of us. It was just me and one other guy. So it's when you look at the bigger picture, we're pretty much the minority.
Mhm.
But I was lucky to have at my unit a couple guys who were Asian, so we were able to kind of have our inside jokes and get along. But in the broader spectrum, there's not too many of us.
All right. So like in boot camp, there weren't many Asian
Yes.
people.
Uh-huh.
So I guess in boot camp, can you give examples of challenges you experienced being Asian?
All the Asian jokes came out, so that's like probably the biggest hurdle. Like you never stop hearing the "me love you long time" jokes and this and that, and but besides the jokes, it's crazy because behind closed doors we're all like one big family. We all get along. It doesn't matter what race or background you came from. We're all just one big family, and we just kind of support each other and get along. So when you look at the surface, it's all joking and fun. And we poke fun at each other and make fun of each other. But when we get down to business, it's a pretty tight knit group.
Do you think that being Asian American is an advantage or disadvantage in your field?
I would say probably a disadvantage. We're not very well known for our physical abilities.
Uh-huh.
So when you're in the military, you have to do a lot of work, physical work. So we're not really known for that. So that's probably the biggest one.
All right. Um, does it discourage you from pursuing your dreams or goals, knowing you may possibly face challenges or barriers because of your race?
No, it just kind of for me, I use it as like fuel to kind of push myself past those, limitations or whatever obstacles that are in my way. That those are just something that I need to overcome, and the kind of having the experience in the military kind of helped me knowing that there even though there's barriers or obstacles in the